Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Eli.
I'm Kidding.
And we are the Yahuwah and the Torah channel. And we thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. We thank you for being a part of our family. This is where our family spends the morning. This is where we are hanging with right as soon as we get out of bed. So we are literally less than about, I would say, 12 or 13 minutes from the time that we got out of bed. We plop down here and we hang out with all of you guys. And we are the family that believes, based upon scriptures, that the laws, statutes, and commandments that are found in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy are the guide stones for all life. They are the way to the kingdom to come. They are the greatest thing that has been given to us. We have also been given a Messiah, and our Messiah says there's not one jot or tittle of the Torah that'll be gone until heaven and earth pass away, and that the way to the kingdom is through this. And our Messiah did not come to destroy the Torah. In fact, if you see heaven and earth here, like if you are able to look out your window and you see heaven and you see the grass on the ground, you see earth, then the Torah is here. It's been established. It has been created before creation was ever created. Our Creator put this together, and this is what we believe. Gentlemen, how you guys doing?
Good.
How's everything?
Good. Yeah.
You guys wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, all that jive?
That means, no, I don't think.
You've never heard that before? Wide-eyed, bushy-tailed? Oh, I'm sure I've used that before. Miss Nicole, I'm sure I've used that with the kids, right? Surely. Okay, all right, guys. So this is Yah Scriptures right here. This is the greatest English translation we are hoping that will ever be brought forth, and this is not just a scriptures that you guys can have. This is the scriptures. It is 3,153 pages. It is 14.5 font, the biggest font you will ever find in scriptures anywhere. And we want to start out with this particular scriptures where it has 103 books, because we want to bring back all the Apocrypha, bring back everything with a restored name of our Creator, His Son, all of the forefathers. Everything has been restored. This is an amazing thing. Now, what's more amazing and why we are even here is because the Hallelujah Scriptures is a grifting organization. For over 13 years, they destroyed people. And they did not do what they said they were going to do. What they said they were going to do was bring orphans, widows, and prisoners scriptures. And after we did research and spent nearly a year and a half doing research on them, we found out that they do not take care of the orphans, widows, and lepers, and they do not take care of the prisoners. And as we have started our own prison ministry, many of these guys out there, they've never even heard of Hallelujah Scriptures. And if you think that the Hallelujah Scriptures has been putting Bibles into prisons like they claim they have, they haven't. We've been talking to all these prisoners, and every single prisoner we have has been fighting for a restored name Scriptures. So this is why we are here. And so we have been sending in Hallelujah Scriptures Bibles into all these prisoners that got neglected for all these years. Now, the brothers in chains are very important people to us. And for every Scriptures that we sell, we will be able to get one full scriptures into the prisons. And so that is our hopes and that is our dreams. And this is why Yah Scriptures exists. 100% of all profits go into the prisoners, getting these scriptures back into them and helping these guys and loving them and showing them the way forward. Now, for those who do not want to purchase this, the downloads are absolutely free of charge. Everything we have is completely free of charge because we believe that everybody should be reading the scriptures and the best translation possible. And if you don't have money, you don't need it because it's absolutely free of charge right here. Now, for anybody who wants to help the prisoners more and also gain some books for their libraries, these are from Amazon. These are available right now. You can get the first and second book of Adam and Kawa, the writings of Abraham, Enoch, Jasher. These are wonderful books. These are all restored names that you can put on your shelves. If you guys would like to send, say, 10 of these into the prisons, get a hold of us. My email address is jboss008@gmail.com. We already have a list of people with tons of brothers and who would love these extracurricular books right now. And what we've been doing is we've been feeding these brothers extracurricular writings through email. And so between Eli and I, every single week on Shabbat, we go through all of our prisoner emails and we give them some love. We respond back to these guys and we hang with them. And a lot of these guys would love to get these books into the prison libraries. And so these are available and these are small and we can go right from Amazon right to the prisons And it is it's a great thing. Hopefully Yah will bless this and bless the prisoners who are getting this. Okay, we are here into First SHEMU'EL. Our homeboy SHEMU'EL, he is dead. He is gone. Jade, give me a where are we at? What has happened here?
Well, David has been running for his life from.
When you say David, why do you say David?
Oh, because that's his name. I can say David if you want me to.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. People wouldn't. I just want to make sure that people understand that when we're saying David, that is the right pronunciation of the king of Israel is not David, it's Dawid. Okay, go ahead.
And he has running from Shaul for quite a bit now, probably a few years during his time, a few chapters for us. And he makes a peace with Shaul, and then Shaul comes back after him again. They make peace, and then after him again. And now David moved to a foreign land, moved about all his people there, and then moved out to a farmland. He wanted to be in a real city. And the sovereign Achish, he thinks that David will be his because he has made a stench for himself in Israel. So Achish thinks he has David forever.
And who's Achish? Who's he part of?
Gath.
Gath, and he is they're Gentile nation. They are not a nation who keeps the laws, statutes, and commandments. Will you please? Yeah, sorry. We have a male dog in heat. Imagine that.
It sounds weird.
It does sound extremely
don't question
weird.
it.
Yeah, don't question it. It's one of these things, and so it brings some weird stuff into this house. Okay, let's continue on. 28. And it came to be in those days that the Pelishites gathered their armies for battle to fight with Israel. And Achish, son of David, said to David, "You know, of course, that you are to go out with me in the army, you and your men." And David said to Achish, "Very well, you shall know what your servant should do." And Achish said to David, "Very well, I make you one of my chief guardians forever." And SHEMU'EL had died, and all Israel had mourned for him and buried him in Ramah, in his own city. And Shaul had put away the mediums and the spiritists from the land.
So he was a pretty good king. You know, he obeyed the Torah, but he still had his issues.
Yeah, that's a good thing, right? That's something that we should discuss.
I would say he's one of the only kings that ever went that far to put away people. You know, because we talk about like way later. You know, they followed Yahuwah with all their heart. They obeyed the Torah. Yeah, but they didn't put away the idols. Right? They didn't put away the evil worshippers.
Yeah. No, they never were able to fully put this stuff away. But this kind of gives us a little bit of a hope, I guess, for Shaul's soul, right? Because Shaul, he started off being a man of Yah, and he didn't exactly want to be put in the position he was in, and he's had to figure this out. Okay, 4. And the Pelishites were gathered and came and encamped at Shunem. And Shaul gathered all Israel, and they encamped at Gilboa. And when Shaul saw the army of the Pelishites, he was afraid, and his heart trembled greatly. And Shaul inquired of Yahuwah, but Yahuwah did not answer him either by dreams, or by Urim, or by the Nebium. And I found that verse kind of fascinating right there, because that is, we've always wondered how did Yah talk to people, right? This kind of tells us how it is. Dreams, Urim, or by the Nebium, the prophets, and them. So, thoughts on this at all?
We know, for those who don't know, the Urim is like in the tomb. It's like basically like a thing you put two rocks in a bag and you pull them out. It's like yes or no. It's like,
yeah, it's a yes or no thing, and it's that's how they got answers from Yah a lot with this Urim and Thummim stones. Okay. 7. Shaul then said to his servants, "Find me a woman who is a medium, to go to her and inquire of her." And his servants said to him, "Look, there is a woman who is a medium at Iron Door."
So they his servants knew there were still people around. Like they should have gone like, "Hey man, there's another one here. You get this one out too."
Yeah, well, he's it's all good and dandy until they decide they're gonna need one, and they got to go find this lady. Okay, 8. And Shaul disguised himself and put on other garments, and went, he and 2 men with him. And they came to the woman by night, and he said, "Please divine for me, and bring up for me the one I shall name." So, what do you think his disguise was like?
I don't know, probably special? Like poor robes, probably because he's a king, so it's like opposite of what he usually look like. Probably poor robes, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. But the woman said to him, "Look, you know what Shaul has done, how he has cut off the mediums and spiritists from the land. Why then do you lay a snare for my life to put me to death?" And Shaul swore to her by Yahuwah, saying, "As Yahuwah lives, no punishment comes upon you for this matter." And the woman said, "Whom do I bring up for you?" So he said, "Bring up SHEMU'EL for me." You think she needed a last name, or you think that was enough?
Probably enough, but everyone knew
There's
Shemu'el.
nobody else named Shemu'el.
Shemu'el was governing land, like you say Shemu'el.
But nobody else had ever had a Shemu'el. They didn't have to have Shemu'el Ragathabone or something, or whatever his last name was.
I don't know. I don't think they had quite last names.
You don't think so?
Maybe like Shemu'el, like the prophet or something, or Shemu'el the priest or that.
Maybe. All right, hold on real quick. All right, so dogs are contained for the moment. So where were we at with that little piece right there, gentlemen?
Shemu'el and his last name, like, is it?
Yeah, but you think that was it? That's all they had to have? Just bring up Shemu'el for me?
I don't know. Maybe he said maybe the prophet, maybe the English translation doesn't have, it's like, maybe like Shemu'el the prophet or something.
Mm. And when the woman saw Shemu'el, she cried out with loud voice. And the woman spoke to Shaul, saying, "Why have you deceived me? You yourself are Shaul." And the sovereign said to her, "Do not be afraid. What did you see?" And the woman said to Shaul, "I saw a spirit coming up out of the earth." All right. Sorry, everybody. The dogs. Okay, let's try 13 again. And the sovereign said to her, "Do not be afraid. What did you see?" And the woman said to Shaul, "I saw a spirit coming up out of the earth." Okay, now let's talk about this real quick. Do you think this was really Shemu'el, or do you think this is just a demon this lady conjured? Do you think these people have the power to bring the dead to life and to come talk to you? Or is this simply witchcraft, black magic, that it's not him, that's just somebody that is pretending to be like him? Because, I say this, because when I was growing up, a couple different things I can give you. One is these people used to be on TV all the time, and you would dial them. They were 900 numbers, and they were these Lady Esmeralda, who's going to tell you all this stuff, and blah, 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 blah. Some people out there actually know. I'm not saying the people on the TV knew anything. I'm just saying that was a scam. But what I'm saying is that that's how they will say things of that nature. Are these people actually able to talk to the dead, or is this all demonic, satanic demonology? Jade.
So I think these people can actually talk to the dead and see the dead, because I know Yahuwah talk in the command, right? He's like, do not talk to the dead, and so I'm pretty sure these people can actually talk to certain, like somehow in their wicked little ways they can conjure up.
What about Lazarus and the old man, and the dude that died, and the guy that just wanted a drop of water? He just wanted Lazarus.
Well, that was the whole different thing, because
that dude was dead. They're both dead.
Yeah, they're both dead. Saying he was dead. One wasn't alive here. I mean, I guess the people in like Sheol in the fire can see the people in heaven, but the people in heaven can't see people in the fire. Yeah,
so there is something to this witchcraft. There's something to sorcery. There's something enough that our Creator says, don't be involved in this. Don't touch him. Don't be near these people. And it's even a rule yet that if you have somebody who's in witchcraft, open that gate because they don't blow out, Kate, please. If they are into witchcraft, then the dogs all just blow out again, guys. We're just have to run through this. Where is I going with this, Jade?
I don't know.
There's something with the witchcraft, right? There's something to be said that there is the powers that can be. All right, let's continue on. These dogs are just being really, really super bad. Okay, where are we at? 14. And he said to her, "What is this form?" And she said, "An old man coming up, and he is covered with a mantle." And Shaul knew that it was Shemu'el, and he bowed with his face to the ground and did obeisance. Kind of creepy, right?
Creepy, dude.
My
thing is, why didn't Shaul go to like one of the other guys? Right? Why you had to go to Shemu'el? Why did you bring Shemu'el back from the dead? Why didn't you go find one of the other guys who's probably surely there's other prophets besides Shemu'el, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he brought the homeboy back.
Why would he go to the dead, man? There has to be somebody alive that can tell him something.
I don't know. The dead may have more informed.
If I was just curious, I would go to David. Because he knows David's a good person. Even like if they made their peace,
he hates David.
But they made their peace be like, help me.
David's in another country or doing other stuff. He's not even around these people.
Yeah, but he probably knew where he was at.
Yeah. All right. Well, he went to the dead anyway.
This is weird.
Okay. And Shemu'el said to Shaul, "Why have you disturbed me by bringing me up?" And Shaul answered, "I am deeply distressed, for the Pelishites are fighting against me. And Elohim has turned aside from me and does not answer me anymore, neither by Nebiim nor by dreams. So I have called you to reveal to me what I should do." Then Shemu'el said, "And why do you ask me, seeing Yahuwah has turned aside from you and has become your enemy? And Yahuwah has done for himself as he spoke by me. For Yahuwah has torn the rein out of your hand and given it to your neighbor, to David. If this is a spirit, or this is something other than SHEMU'EL, he's well informed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this dude knows a lot.
All right. 18. Because you did not obey the voice of Yahuwah, nor execute his burning wrath upon Amalek, therefore Yahuwah has done this matter to you today. Further, Yahuwah also gives Yisrael with you into the hand of the Pelishites, and tomorrow you and your sons are with me. Yahuwah also gives the army of Yisrael into the hand of the Pelishites. And immediately Shaul fell on the ground, his complete length, and greatly feared because of the words of SHEMU'EL. And there was no strength in him, for he had not eaten no food all day or all night. Now, do you think that she had to sacrifice a chicken or do some kind of bloodletting or something to get SHEMU'EL there? Or does she have the power to just call the dead? Surely
no, there's something they have. There's some kind of ritual they have to do. I'm sure.
So she had Shaul standing in a pentagram. She was slaughtering a chicken to bring SHEMU'EL.
Yeah, maybe something. I mean, there's something. I think it has a lot to do with blood. It's Yah does not want you doing this, like talking to the dead. This whole witchcraft thing. I mean, there's things to it where Yah's like, do not do it, and breaks commands doing this.
Yeah. Okay. 21. And the woman came to Shaul and saw that he had been greatly disturbed, and said to him, "See, your female servant has obeyed your voice. And I have put my life in my hands, and have listened to the words which you spoke to me. And now, please listen to the voice of your female servant too, and let me put a piece of bread before you, and eat, so that you have strength when you go on your way." But he refused and said, "I am not going to eat." But his servants, together with the woman, urged him, and he listened to their voice. So he rose from the ground and sat on the bed. And the woman had a fattened calf in the house, and she quickly slaughtered it. And she took flour and kneaded it, and baked unleavened bread from it. And she brought it before Shaul and his servants, and they ate, and rose up, and went away that night.
They were there.
There's a ton of stuff into this. Okay, so do you guys think a single woman went to the fatted calf, killed the calf, slaughtered, dressed it?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know if she by herself.
Dude, that would take a long time.
Yeah.
Unless she's like very, very experienced at doing this.
I mean, she was killing a lot of stuff, with blood sacrifice stuff, so maybe she's really good at this.
So she had a fattened calf, and the more things died that night.
Maybe she didn't clean it all out. Maybe she just cut a piece of meat off it.
Dude, what are you gonna do with the rest of it?
I don't know.
When you kill,
Give it to her servants to finish it up.
yeah, maybe she had servants. We don't know if she had servants or not. Do you think that she hid after this? Like she went to another place and tried to get away from Shaul, so her guilt? Or do you think she thought she was okay?
She probably didn't stick around for too long. Like Shaul would come back for this. Like he didn't get good news. He's not happy with me.
Yeah, something so that she's on the chopping block, but somehow she wasn't skilled enough to be hidden because everybody knew.
Yeah, all the servants knew.
Everybody knew she was there.
Shaul was just clueless on that one.
Yeah, that's really weird. I wonder how many other spiritualists or whatever they left alive because they knew about him.
He did the best job he could, but he's still getting them all out of there.
I guess so. All right. Well, with that, thank you guys very, very much. We hope that you guys have a wonderful day. We love you all. Take care. We are out.
All right. Shalom.